What's up, y'all? Happy Sunday. Welcome to a new episode of UGD Live. I am your host, James Johnson. It's really, really good to be back with you guys. It's been a few weeks since we have done a live show. I'm going to keep it all the way funky. Life has been life, and some things have changed just as far as the schedule. Everybody knows I still have a day gig, and some call it a night gig, and kind of all around the sun. So I'm bouncing from one place to the other. And as of recent, a lot has changed just in regards of scheduling and that sort of thing. So I've kind of pushed a lot of our media to Sundays, hence today being Sunday. I know I was actually just talking with my guest, and I know today is like football and it's church and it's everything else that we have going on in life, or just relaxing and kind of taking a break from everything that's been going on through the week. So I appreciate you guys for tuning in today. It's weird, like, I usually post a few days before, because we usually have the interviews and everything scheduled out maybe a week or two in advance. And we got this scheduled actually a couple days ago. And because I've been running back and forth, I hadn't really had a big chance to post. I put this post up 2 hours ago, 2.5 hours ago, and I just happened to look at my phone and it sends you these notifications. And it's like, okay, you got 50, views and likes to the post. And it's like you got 100 views. So clearly, y'all been looking to hear from our guest today. So I think it's really, really dope. I've had an opportunity to listen to a bit of the catalog, and there's a new single out as of current. So we'll definitely talk about that as well. But I really just want to give you guys a little bit of information about, who we're going to be talking to today. Definitely a lot going on. And, again, for the people who are just now tuning in, welcome to the show. This is UGD Live. Today is Sunday. Time is now 2:11 p.m. And we are back. This is a platform where we celebrate the artists, the visionaries, and creatives who move the soul and, shape the sound around our time. Again, I'm your host, James Johnson, and today we are taking it down south. We're taking it to the heart of Louisiana. Our guest today is more than just a singer, more than a producer. He is a vibe. And I know everybody is using that word right now, vibe, but this guy is really, really a vibe. And he is with the times. He is necessary for the times, hence him being here today. A true craftsman of soul, R&B, and blues, blending the spirit of New Orleans with the sound of grown folks' love, from timeless records like Day One and going back to powerful collaborations with legends. You think Keith Sweat. You think Boosie Badass. He continues to prove the real, that real soul, it just never dies. Real soul music never dies. He is also a businessman, CEO, and creative force behind Mo Hits Entertainment, inspiring a new generation of artists to own their music, tell their truth, and honor the roots that made them. So sit back, relax, and let's dive into the world of an artist who defines feel-good energy and Southern soul excellence. The one and only Roy Chip Anthony.
What's up, man? How you doing? How y'all doing out there, man?
I do. Listen, man, I'm doing really, really good, and I know that you are doing good as well. We both are blessed. We're living in a time where there's so much stuff going on out here, so it's really, really good to be able to connect with you about something that you're passionate about. And reality is, it's something that I'm passionate about all around too. Like, I love music. I love feel good music. Your single, I was telling you before, is like it's hitting, and I'm not even gonna front. Like, it's some stuff happening just around life right now. Like, for the last week or two, that I'm just like, sometimes you hear that word, or you, like, my publicist sent me a message Friday morning, and it was just like a random out the blue, like 8:42. I got this text message, and I'm like, damn, like, I needed that. Like, I really, like, this song is that vibe. Like, I needed that. I love myself. So I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you for taking the time.
Yeah, man. Thank you, man. Thank you for having me on this football Sunday afternoon.
I like how you said I got it up right here. So it's
yeah, man. I'm Louisiana, so I'm a football fan. Obviously, a Who Dat fan. But I love football. I love the different teams. I love watching the Texans. I love watching Dallas Cowboys, see if they're going to win or lose. I love seeing Philadelphia shine, with Jalen Hurts doing his thing. And just a
Absolutely.
lot of the the African American quarterbacks just shining right now. I just love this game, this sport. You know what I'm
Absolutely.
saying? I'm a fan for real.
I definitely before we even get started, I'm a shout out to the viewers and to the people in the comments and whatnot, just because we got a few people on here already. I mean, we got quite a few viewers on here already, but we got people who are putting up likes and sending hearts and all of that kind of stuff. So I appreciate this. Just acknowledge you guys. Make sure that you throw something in the comment box so that we know that you're here. We'll get the comments up on the screen and that sort of thing. If you have questions, throw them out there. I will get your questions up. Just get them in the box. So before I really start digging into, obviously your history, man, tell me from your perspective, from when you got started, how did you end up here today?
Once I got into music as a youngster and a kid, man, I think I can always say, like, at every step, I've had the right person, that influenced me, whether it was management or something, to put me in the right place, so I don't make the mistakes that a lot of people in the past has made, and I can get to things a little faster.
Absolutely.
It's always that's not about what you know. I mean, that's always a factor, but it's about who you know that can help guide you and get you into the right areas. I mean, since we started, I mean, God has always blessed me and my brothers, man. I was with the group called Legit, and we still got it going on. We call it the Legit Brothers, so we go way back, man. We go, but we had good managers, man, that guided us to choosing the right music, knowing how to choose the right music, and they made the right moves. So along my career as a youngster, I got to experience a lot of different levels of, being on BETs, and I was after all the big talent shows and taking over the cities and towns that we would rock in, and becoming the hot thing in your first owning your neighborhood, or first owning your city, in your state, and then going to the next level. So I've always had that in place, and it just opened me up for being that, having that wisdom to where I could have guided other people and do what they done for me, for my crew and my clique. You know what I'm saying? So, saying
And
that,
and,
met a
and just
lot of.
to, just to kind of cut in just for a second, because you mentioned wisdom. What gave you the wisdom to align yourself from the start with the right people, like the people who weren't going to jerk you over or take your money or that kind of thing? Or do you think that just, like, was it, I don't want to say happenstance, but did you just kind of fall into the right hands and it ended up being people who really had your back?
Yeah, and it was the lesson of longevity. When you understand the lesson of longevity, and then you pray. I always did pray for that longevity, and not just overnight success, here today, gone tomorrow. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right.
If you pray for longevity, you're gonna. I think. I mean, a lot gonna come with it. You're gonna get the wisdom to know how to withstand, to change with time, while standing your ground, while standing your true sound, just being true to everything. So that all worked together. I think the longevity lesson was the best thing that taught me, and that's why I can still be here today. You know what I'm saying? Doing my thing from youngster and still be kind of relevant on what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
That's what it is.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna be honest with you. So, a good home, man. Good. I mean, mom and dad coming from a good home, man. They know what they was doing when they bought that piano. They bought that piano and put it in the house with 5 kids, and we went in, and we bounced off each other's,
Yeah.
playing music and doing whatever, and that's where it was. We went from being from doing that to being the actual choir of the our church, and the music directors and all of that stuff. So it was that little one thing right there that made everything happen, man. So I just thank my mom and dad for doing that, for having that, listening to
Absolutely.
God and placing that piano in our house, because that changed everything.
Absolutely. And it's really a testament, kind of off the subject, but not really off the subject. Like when you think of parenting and introducing things like that, the arts and things to your kids as they're little and impressionable, and they can see
Yeah.
what can come out of it. Like, that's really a testament to doing that, because it really inspires them to take it further, and to know that it's okay to dream, and to to like these types of things, and take it a step further.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Definitely. And I mean, it's you just gotta you just never know how God work, man. But he definitely put that that wisdom in them, and like I said, it started from there, man. So it's been up since, man, all the way up ever since. You know what I'm saying? So it's good.
Absolutely. Shout out to Brent DJ Live Lambert, and let me see who this is. Looks like Erilyn Robinson. They got some comments in here. Erilyn says,
Yeah, some fans. Hey, man, what's up, y'all?
yeah.
Thank y'all
So
for tuning in, tapping in. I had to tap in on the Facebook, one of the channels and stuff like that.
absolutely, absolutely. Um, you've built a name for yourself as one of the defining voices is Southern R&B and soul. Like, kind of take us back a little bit. How did growing up in Louisiana, really shape your sound and your identity as an artist?
Well, Louisiana has so many different genres, so close by each other. It's crazy. It's like the food, man. It's like a melting pot. It's like gumbo, man. It's like a bunch of good tasting things in one pot. You know what I'm saying? I
Absolutely.
mean, if you ever been to South Louisiana where I-10 runs, it runs from New Orleans, past New Orleans really, but in Louisiana, New Orleans to say Lake Charles, Lake Charles, Louisiana. I mean, so an hour from each is where each city is. So you have New Orleans, you have Baton Rouge, you have
Yeah.
Lafayette, you have Lake Charles. All so different, also musically strong. I'm from the food to the culture, but still all Louisiana. It's kind of like a third world country in them. And it goes from the jazz, bounce music, the old school blues like Fat Domino and all of them, man, in New Orleans, going to Baton Rouge with the jigging, rap, hip hop, to the real serious, I must say, contemporary Southern soul blues from the Neal family, Jack and Neal, the great, the late Jack and Neal, and a lot of them there. The Neal family, Kenny Neal. And then it comes to Lafayette, where it's Southern soul blues, but then it's mixed with Zydeco music.
Yeah.
Zydeco is a whole nother thing going on over there. So now you can have Zydeco blues, Zydeco this, Zydeco that, Zydeco hip hop. That goes into all kind of genres. And then when you come to Lake Charles, it kind of carries on with the Zydeco Southern Soul world, mixed with the Texas flavor. So we got so many different things over there, man. So it's like it's we do a lot of parties. We do a lot of festivals. Like we party. We party.
The crazy thing is, I've never been. Well, I've been to New Orleans, but I haven't been to like all of the other cities and whatnot. And I've said that I was gonna kind of tour around Louisiana and kind of go from city to city, because I know that the history and the music and
You
just the
have
legacy
to.
is rich, like all over Louisiana. And I know we were talking, actually before we went live, and just how big like New Orleans is buzzing right now because of the verses and whatnot. Like, how did the success of obviously everything that went on there with, and just in New Orleans with Cash Money and with No Limit, like, how did that help all of the surrounding cities and the other areas?
Well, what's crazy is that I mean, and what's blessing. I mean, I'm able and to honestly say I worked with both. I did a lot with Master P and No Limit. Good friends of mine, like family. Uh, Symphony, Romeo, the
Yeah.
whole family. I know them. They cut, I know his sons that play ball. Buns, I call him Buns, and and Mercy, we call him Murmur. But I know, I was like Uncle Chip. I was around a lot on that side, so I produced a lot of music for them in the last over the last 20 years. Not really, not the early body days,
Yeah.
but once he got once he was in Cali doing a lot of the Nickelodeon and all that stuff, I was helping a lot and doing a lot of those things with me, with Pete. And with Cash Money, I've done a couple songs with Cash Money. Had an earlier song with BG, And now I got an upcoming song that's dropping November 15th with Juvie and the Hot Boys. It's crazy that everybody loving already just off the internet. So, but
Yeah.
their success was major. But at that time though, there was a lot of different companies besides them that was rolling. Their Big Boy Records. When Mystical was he was with them first.
Right.
They were just hot. New Orleans was hot. You had Cash Money. You had of course, No Limit, Summit Take Full Records. You had all that. And then, coming to the Baton Rouge and Lafayette area, you had other companies that was hitting, you know what I'm saying, that was strong also, all the way to Lake Charles, you know what I'm saying, with other hot artists, Vicious. So you just didn't know who was going to really blow up. It was all hot. They would come to a club down in the middle of Louisiana named Strawberries, where I said they would all really, really break, you know what I'm saying? So
Right.
we supported, all the companies, but No Limit and Cash when they took it to another level. Of course, P was in every town, every city. He was the blueprint. He was in every. I'm talking about if it was 900 people, he there. He made sure he touched hands with the people, and that's what people remember about No Limit, by being in every town, every city. He came to them. You know what I'm saying? And that's what won him over with the people, and Cash Money took it to
Absolutely.
another level. You know what I'm saying? They followed that. And Baby, did a great job of continuing of being kind of the face of the hip hop business in today's hip hop. Say people don't know how much stroke Baby, they gave Baby over the last 10 years. Being able to with the Young Money, the Drake, having the biggest rappers, Nicki, and all of them, under his one umbrella, and so many different people had to sign with Baby under Universal's umbrella,
Right.
because
Right.
they kind of diminished a lot of the rap division and just kind of put it in Baby's hand. So they had to sign. A lot of people don't even know how many people were signing the Cash Money, like
Yeah.
even Busta Rhymes and even Bow Wow had to sign on the Cash Money for a little while. And there
Yeah.
was so many different people. People don't understand it. Y'all go do y'all research. Literally 100 million to $500 million deals. You know what I'm saying? Like it wasn't nothing. So that's major. You know what I'm saying? So that's if yeah. So there was a big influence to all of us, man, for real.
Yeah. One of the things that, when I look at, just their overall legacy and between both of them, it's like I'm blessed to have been able to experience both labels from the very beginning. So
Yeah,
I remember when, BG and Wayne had the BGs out, and like I was in college.
yeah,
And like I can go back to, the early days of Cash Money, and, even with No Limit, I don't know if I was coming out of high school and going into college, or if I don't know if I was still in high school or if I was in college. I think I was still in high school when Ice Cream Man and like all of that stuff dropped.
yeah.
And
It's crazy.
I'm not even gonna say like in the very beginning, I wasn't really huge on it because I didn't really know a lot about New Orleans and, the culture down there, and just what, like, all I knew was Cleveland at the time. So
Yeah,
it was just like, once I really got a feel for it, and then, I started hearing Mia X, and I'm hearing, C Murder, and I'm hearing Mystical, and when when Mystical dropped, What You Think, it was just like,
yeah. Mystical, he was a
it
wrecking
was
ball
like,
by himself.
shit,
He was
like, this is it right
yeah.
here.
It don't even matter what company he was on, because he some of
Yeah,
the artists was on both companies, and the other
yeah,
companies, they were just some great artists, man,
yeah.
and Cash Money and
And
No
he's
Limit
worked with
just
both of them.
helped them. Yeah, just helped them, get the major look. When I tell you, there was, Wrecking Ball. They brought the flavor to the company. You know what I'm saying? The company brought the flavor. Everybody brought their flavor to whatever company. They were just cold, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Wrecking
hey,
Ball, man.
shout out to Shirley Rowan also. She just
Yeah,
put it
it's
out
so
on
Shirley, my sister, my people. Yeah.
um
But me and Mike too, I call him Mystical Mike. We got a song on my last Leo King album, man. We got a song, man, that's real dope. Brought him in the blues era. You know what I'm saying? So it's crazy, man. I was able
yeah,
to do a songs with a lot of the a lot of the hip hop legends, like I say, you got the one with Juvie, BG, of course, Baby on it, and I did a bunch of songs with P that still haven't been released. We got some
yeah,
stuff. Even Bootsy, I did some this year with Bootsy. And so I'm excited about it. Mystical, man. Just yeah. They
Yeah, I
rocking,
think
man.
that, like, I think, with seeing this with the verses having happened now, and I hate now that, like, I can't even front, man. I was in my feelings a little bit because I was like, I knew Lil Wayne wasn't gonna be there,
I know.
and
Yeah, you in.
I was in my feelings a little bit, so I said I'm not gonna watch it and whatnot. But I'm gonna actually go back and watch it because, like, I think the one thing that the verses did that I think we've really hoped for with all of them, and I think we got it with this
Showed the
one
unity.
is, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. Yeah, I think, with this one, we really got to see the unity.
The unity,
Um,
man.
for years and years and years, it was like this unsaid beef between both labels, and nobody wanting to work together and that sort of thing. And to be able to see them, and I think that, like, BG, like, really took the cake. Like, you could see when they played some of the Cash Money songs, like,
Yeah.
he couldn't help but move
It
to it.
was always that. It was
Yeah.
always that. I mean,
Yeah.
Soldier and BG like like brothers, but Soldier was no limit. Soldier Slim, he was no limit. And BG, it was always like that. It was just kind
Yeah.
of two. It was like big brother, little brother thing. I think P and them stepped out. They was out there bigger. Earlier, and then Baby them came right. So it did a lot for the culture, man. I mean,
Absolutely.
it was always cool, but it was just some people in the city, goons around, trying to make it a war thing or
Yeah.
whatever. Let me tell you something.
And a
When
lot
No
of times
Limit
it's,
came out, it wasn't New Orleans. It wasn't a New Orleans thing. It was every hood in the world. Every person putting tattoos, bike clubs, this club, that club. No, the word "no limit" stands for so much
absolutely.
that people was just running with it, calling it business, no limit this or whatever. And that was a whole different kind of movement, and just
Absolutely.
seeing that. So yeah, so it just kind of represented that, and then Cash when it came with the polish
Abs-
on it with the music.
Absolutely.
So
And even outside of, taking it outside of the music, I think that, when you think of Baby and Slim, and then when you think absolutely of Master P, like, they all showed people entrepreneurship, having
man,
your own
crazy.
business, doing it the right way,
Yes,
helping out other people. So it's like you don't see too many people coming back saying, they effed me over and I ain't getting no money and I wasn't like, people were like surviving and, living and surviving and doing what they love and enjoying themselves with what they were doing. And
exactly,
and
man.
again, for the entrepreneurial side, like, all the businesses that we've seen Master P have, from the cereal to the shoes to everything that
And
he's
he
done.
got some businesses, but one Lord have mercy, he got some
Absolutely,
businesses.
absolutely.
But
But that's
he just if you with him, you gonna start. He gonna make sure you start a business with him too. Like
absolutely,
man,
man. When he went on the
man,
Breakfast Club and he had that box of cereal and he had the shoes and he had the drinks
hey,
with him,
bro,
and I was like,
hey,
man,
bro,
he's not
it's
playing.
crazy.
But
You mean
I want to take it back to you, man. You have this single out here, I Love Myself. I would love for you to go into not just the creative process, but also why you feel like that song is, necessary for right now, which it absolutely is.
man, this song is so necessary because with everything going on in the world, man, I think people just need to know that folks love them, and I mean, we got a lot of it's about to get even more serious, man. So
Yeah,
people they're gonna have to stand on love, man, and God, man, because it's an ugly world right now. It's an ugly America right now.
very much
And
so.
and what America don't realize is that they be setting the tone. We set the tone for everything. We set the tone for style, culture, peace, and everything. And when we out of hand and reckless, the rest of the world just be reckless. You're gonna have to love yourself to know how to love people, man, around because they're trying to break us down from human beings to different divisions from race to beliefs and all that different stuff, man. Religious beliefs and all that. You gotta love yourself, man, to understand that. I mean, you're not the judge of everybody else. You know what I'm saying? We history has taught us so many right things and so many wrong things that you got to just respect people's beliefs and what they believe on, especially when they come from a certain region or something like that. What happened in America is not what happened in India. What happened in India is not what happened in Russia. Their beliefs is all different in Brazil, everywhere. So we have to know how to love ourselves to love everybody else, man. That's one of the biggest commands to love that neighbor. You know what I'm saying? Love you, as you love yourself. So as God loved, you know what I'm saying? So we have to, love myself. It's a very strong self-motivation song. I like to write songs with a message. If it ain't
Yeah.
got a good message, it could be about love, it could be about relationships, whatever, but it gotta mean something so it can hold the test of time. And I think that song is right as needed. And I'm so excited that, this week I'm gonna launch the Afrobeat version that's gonna really take a global stance on it, because I really want people from across the world to be able to feel this song in some kind of way and a good message. You know what I'm saying? So it's like most of my music, man. It's
Yeah,
music with,
absolutely.
you know what I'm saying? Music with a great message.
Absolutely. And that's the thing, is I think that's the beauty of it, is that like this is what people are used to from you. It's not like it's something that you just doing because it's it's
Yeah,
your
man.
time. And I love the quote that you have, is just said this song is about reclaiming your joy. We live in a time where self-love is about survival, which it very much is about
Yeah.
survival, and getting to that next stage of your life. And I wanted to create something that makes people feel good about who they are. No apologies. Um,
Yeah.
I think in this day and time, like that, I think that's even so. It's even so good because so many artists, like, they shied away from that, or they strayed away from that, and they didn't really get
Yeah.
into feelings and emotions. And people are dealing with so much stuff, man. Like
Yeah, man.
everybody's talking about mental health and depression and all of that kind of
This
stuff.
is one
And
right there we're gonna push for mental health. Love, you know what I'm saying? Loving yourself is very important, man. I mean, when you look in the mirror, man. I mean, just like Michael Jackson said, "A man in the mirror, you got to know, you got to be happy who you're looking at." Like I said,
absolutely,
it's needed right now. Self love, and just on the party side, man. Um, when I started making a lot of self love music, I I think we came into the era where everybody was just line dancing and dancing by
yeah,
themselves. They
yeah.
won't dance with nobody. Like, God damn, you won't dance with nobody. So I said, I'm gonna make music where you can just be by yourself and I love myself. I'm gonna do me. You know what I'm saying? Just so it's
It's
kind of like that kind of
it's funny,
vibe.
man, because it's so much line dance stuff coming out now. Like there's
Just dance by
some,
yourself.
it's something that's out from down south that I can't even tell you who it is, and I've heard it maybe 3 or 4 times, and I'm like, I ain't even gonna front. I'm kind of feeling it, but I'm like, in
Yeah.
one respect, but then I'm like, it's a lot of line dance stuff, and like
Oh
the
yeah.
where the fans at,
Yeah,
the
what the fans are, yeah, 803. Like I
yeah,
said,
803 fresh,
When Cuban
and
did,
then
when Cuban, he took the line dance to the next level. It was always out there
yeah,
doing
yeah,
stuff, but
absolutely,
when Cuban did, he started taking it to the next level, and I love it and all that. But down where I'm at, we line dance, but we dance, we swing, we like step, we got we
yeah,
dance, we like to dance with each other too. We don't just be line dancing and. You know what I'm saying? So I love the line dance community. I got songs they line dance to and love it. It's just all a southern thing, man. But I think it's become a world thing. I can't say it's a southern thing. I mean, people are line dancing in every corner of the world, man, because that's one thing we can do together. Like we dancing by ourselves, but we
yeah,
doing it at the same time together. You know what I'm saying? It's not
absolutely,
couple
absolutely,
dance. That's all I'm saying. So I like to make I like to make music where people can really sing and talk to themselves and
absolutely.
and valid and give themselves validation. So if you listen to a lot of my music, please, if you hear me, if you hear my voice, go start with Gonna Do Me. I'm gonna do me. I gotta get my happiness. I can't let nobody take my stress. You know what I'm
Absolutely.
saying? That's my type of music. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna give you that motivation. You know what I'm
I
saying?
think
You can clean your house. You can wash your car. You can drive your old school. You can drop your top.
and,
I'm the barbecue music.
and your
I'm the
kids can
weekend
listen to
music.
it. You ain't got to turn it down when your kids get in the car.
Yeah, I'm
So,
the weekend music. I'm the ride music.
right.
I made the barbecue playlist. You know what I'm saying?
I think it's dope, man. And shout out to if I'm saying it right, Carlos Colette Smith. First she said absolutely, and then she's got another comment in here. Says I work in the mental health field. It's definitely real, man.
Yeah, yeah.
This is so real, man.
Hey, Carlos.
Your music, obviously, there's a lot of, strong legacy behind it. And you've been influenced by so many people from Teddy Riley's to the baby faces. You know, also Lauryn Hill and D'Angelo. We recently lost D'Angelo. Like, how has that affected you?
Man, it's crazy because if you're a music analyzer, you know, you probably if you're a music analyzer and you just listen to my catering,
Uh-huh.
you can hear how my background vocals, my loose churchy background
Yeah,
vocals, it has a D'Angelo,
yeah,
Lauryn Hill type of feel. They influenced me so much, like that stuck with me when it come to that. You know what I'm saying? D'Angelo, I mean, I probably can go through the whole album just singing it in my head. I mean, it was classic. So that always stuck with me. You know, artists are made of different styles from everywhere, and that's two styles that really shape, you know, how I deliver music. It could, you know, we could choose many different ways because my favorite songwriter of all time is Babyface.
yeah,
You know what
yeah,
I'm saying?
yeah,
But you know, the way, so I took some things from there, and sometimes I make songs that's clean like that, and sometimes I just make songs that just got that loose neo, just, you know, churchy type feel like D'Angelo just wilding out. You know what I'm saying? And Lauren. So it that's the influence that D'Angelo brought into to my career. I can't even front on it. You know what I'm saying?
I think
I
he's
like it.
influenced, like he's influenced so many people, and it's, I mean, first and foremost, the Brown Sugar album. Like, I could sing word for word all 10
Exactly.
songs, like word for word, all 10 songs from start to finish. Like, you don't have to stop anywhere in between.
No
Like,
man.
every song hit. But the thing is, like, the last 6 months, the second album has been like nonstop replay. It's
Yeah.
weird because I was telling, you got to me through Tangi, and I was talking to Tangi maybe the day that he passed.
Yeah. Shout out to Tangy. Hey, shout out
Yeah.
to Tangy Jones, baby.
I was talking to her the day that, we found out that he passed. And I was like, it's so weird that a lot of times, like, when these celebrities, especially people who I, really listen to, like, and something happens, they pass away or something like that. I usually get like a feel, not that they're passing or anything like the day before, but it was just weird. Like, that night before he passed, I drive Uber Lyft too. So I was out driving and something
Yeah.
kept telling me to play D'Angelo, play D'Angelo, play
Yeah.
D'Angelo, like literally like that whole night. And I ended up
Yeah.
playing the second album because, like, the last 6 months, that second album has been on constant replay, from the Spanish joint to like the whole album. And then that next morning we found out, I had found out like maybe noon that he
Crazy, man.
it's
Crazy.
just weird, like how people's spirits will kind of touch you before they go. And I firmly believe that. But he influenced so many people, man, like so many people. And even when he came back with the album after, the album that he did, maybe it's probably been 10 years now since the last project he put out. But definitely a lot of influence out there though. And I know, obviously his passing affected so many people as well.
Mhm. Yeah, man. I mean, rest in peace, his whole family. And it's so weird. I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, his
And for
son
his son to
with
lose both
Angie
parents.
Stone. Yeah, with Angie Stone is crazy. I mean, I guess they were inseparable to go
Yeah, absolutely.
same year. I mean, I loved her music too. She was always so, I could tell his influence on her. She was so smooth with it. So, just
I,
condolences to their family, man. I keep them in prayer.
absolutely. Like, I tell people, over the out of the 24 years I've been doing this, like, she's like, when I think top 10 interviews, like, she's in that top 10 of people who I've had
Yeah.
the pleasure of talking to and actually getting to know after the interview and that sort of thing. Like, she really was cool. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, she really was cool, people.
She definitely was a real one, man. She definitely was a real one out there. She wasn't a diva, you know what I'm saying? She did her thing. They tried to put in that diva life, but she was a real one. You know, I had a chance to perform with her also. So I enjoyed that. Very, very good.
Absolutely. So earlier this year, you dropped the Feel Good series. Look Good, Feel Good, Good Time, and So Good. Talk a little bit about that.
So Look Good, Feel Good was kind of, it was one of my newest joints. They line dance to it, kind of, jamming up that old strife. You know what I'm saying? That y'all want this party started right.
Right, right.
Y'all want, you know what I'm saying? Set it off to the left,
Yeah,
set it off to the right. That beat was always classic.
yeah,
I was,
absolutely.
I was in concert. I was at I think I was at an Usher concert in Vegas, and it was quiet, man. The crowd was being antsy, and the DJ was jamming. And when I was just chilling, he went, y'all want this part, man. People went crazy. I
Yeah.
said, oh, I gotta make a song on that beat. I gotta make a song on that beat, man. So I made a song of what my motto is, feel good. Music look good, feel good. It's another one. If you look good, you feel good, man. It's self-love music, man. And I mean that's a real statement. And so I want to do the feel good series. I knew this year was gonna be dropping an album at some time. You know what I'm saying? So like, let me do the feel good. But I didn't want to give too many new singles.
Yeah.
But I believe we in the content era where everything is visual. So I went and grabbed two of my favorite songs that people absolutely love. So Good and Good Times. I mean, so it all got in common. They got the word good in it. Uh, so Good is so loved. It's one of the songs I made about 7 years ago, and I created the song live on Facebook Live. Never been done before. I swear to you. If you go look at the director's cut of the video, it's a director's cut that doesn't have as many views, views as just the regular cut. You'll
Right.
see how it happened. I was sitting in Atlanta in the Sweat Hotel, Keith Sweat's studio, and I just wanted to go live and talk to the people and kind of play around while I'm producing some stuff. And I didn't have no plans, so I started making a beat, and I said, you know what, we should probably do something together, y'all. I should get y'all to help me write a song. So it got good to where I got serious. I got like, hold on, let me put a disclaimer up here.
Right.
Put a disclaimer. Y'all help me with this song. It's a donation. Everybody
Right.
else
Right. Right.
on this
Right.
thing. you don't get no you don't get no right, but you do, show love. So, cut this long story short, man, we wrote this song live on Facebook. I encourage y'all, go on YouTube, look for So Good, and put the director's cut.
I'm gonna pull that
It
up.
was there. I had it was over 20,000 people just chiming. They were just chiming in words. It was an hour long. After an hour, they would cut you off. I went over an hour. So I was on an hour with 1,000 people, cut off, started it back. Man, we made this. We made the song, and I told people they see it. So I wanted people to see me in the process of making music. It can come from different angles, whether we make beats first or get the lyrics. I just wanted people to see that real process. It was, we was in the Empire days. It wasn't no going into the studio
Right.
when Cookie and Lucha say go, and then a song just come out so great in 5 minutes. No,
Right. Right. Right.
I wanted to show people the real process of that. So we
But it's
did
cool
that.
though, man, because like you doing things like that clearly have not been done before. It opens the eyes of the viewers, the fans. Like it lets
Yeah,
people know that there is an option and there is a way to be able to try and figure out how to do what you want to do, even if you don't have all the resources to make it happen or you don't have all the money. I mean, to me,
exactly.
it's just the same as, I mean, you think years ago when people would be at home with the Fruity Loops, program and,
Yeah,
trying
yeah,
to
yeah.
produce music and that sort of thing, or just this day and time in general, where now somebody could sit in their closet and put a whole project together, and
Put a whole project
you don't have
together.
to ever set foot in the studio, and you could get your own thing out there. And the way social media, like, it's a lot that you can do, and it takes you know innovative and creative people
Yeah,
like yourself to be able to show others
yeah,
that, okay,
yeah,
I really can do this.
yeah.
Carlos commented again, said, I remember that night.
You remember that night at college? Yes, we made that song, man. And look, and I just knew that song would be special because people were connected to it.
Yeah.
I probably took a lyric or a line or they okayed something, and we did. And I started doing some background on it right then and there. Man, you go look at it, you check it out. It's crazy. I was able to find it in the Facebook logs, you know what I'm saying, and went back and chopped it down and chopped it down as much as I can, not to be too long in front of my video. But I just wanted people to see that. So people are forever connected to that song.
Absolutely.
Song has got millions of views. Song has got millions of views. So I felt it was a need to go back and just kind of grab, just kind of do a video, man. I mean, we in
That
a
stuff helps,
content
man.
time. I went back and grabbed this song because I felt that was needed right now. I had actually I had did the video maybe 2 years prior, and I just never put it out. I just couldn't find the right time to put it out. But I mean, honoring God in any kind of way is going to be first in my
Absolutely.
list. You know what I'm saying? So it never was. I mean, it was a perfect time for me to do it this year. You know what I'm saying? I was doing it for content, not for radio and all of that. So a lot of people just going back to their favorite song. It's the same thing that happened with Good Time, man. Good Time was loved by a lot of people, man. So I had a party and said, let's have a good time, and we're gonna put that on screen. So I made it to all the feel good series with one new song and two older songs. You know what I'm saying? So
Absolutely.
just stretching this year out so people can have content on me while we're trying to get this album together. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. But
That's what it's about.
it keeps your content that noted that you created these songs 6-7 years ago. Like
Yeah.
it keeps that content fresh and relevant.
Yeah, and
And
everybody didn't get it. Everybody didn't get a chance to get it. I mean,
like it was before its time
yeah,
because for what it was and the message that you had. I mean, obviously people needed that message then, but it was before its time. So now today, people can really get it, and some people feel like it's brand new, and
yeah,
it's really been
yeah.
out there for
I
six,
got
seven
I
years.
got thousands of people like, "Where this song been? Ooh, I love this song so much." And I
Right.
knew they would because it was proven as a hit. It was proven as a hit because I mean they got radio stations. I have shout out to my guy called DJ called T. He's a PD. He's one of the PDs I know. He went through something in his life to where every day on his radio show he starts the show with that song or ends the show was so good. I know about 5, 6 stations that's doing that, and it's been like that for years. So the song is loved. So I just kind of follow. Once a hit, always gonna be a hit. You know what I'm saying? So I figure if I reach 5 million, I can reach 500 million. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. I'm gonna add it to our station, so it'll be spinning on ours by tonight.
Thanks, man.
So I think it's dope, man. I love that director's cut that you have out there. Like that stuff is like tremendously
I know.
helpful to people, man. Like I even look at like my journey in media and whatnot, and I started out with Radio One, so I wasn't always like on the independent front, but I've always wanted to kind of do things my own way and not necessarily be in somebody's studio or somebody's station doing it. And I'm gonna be all the way real, man. It took the pandemic to get people to start doing Skypes and Zooms and stuff like that.
You
But
stuck with it.
I love it, man. Like I love being able to do it this way and kind of build my own studio and don't have to be in somebody else's place or whatever. So I think it's really cool. And it's because of people like yourself that are putting things like that out there and letting people see that there's another way to accomplish it, without having to do it necessarily the cookie cut way or what the way society said. And I've looked at the Ricky Smiley's, like sometimes when he was doing his show, or when Russ Parr, Russ Parr was responsible for me even getting into Radio One.
Right. Shout out to Russ.
But I look back at them, and you would see sometimes that they would be at home doing the broadcast. You could see them on video in whatever room they had in their house that was meant for that or whatever. But it's a cool thing. Like Erica Campbell, like half the time when she's doing her show, she's at home.
But they're getting the real. They're getting the real. So it kind of gives you the sense of thought. I mean, of course, we got to work and we got to do, we got to do the corporate thing. But at the same time, being in control of your own thing. Yeah. It's got to be the balance. One got to pay the bills, but the other, you got to keep it real. Got to keep it real. We got to let real people see how we living and what we doing. So pandemic era, it did a lot for a lot of people, man. I never want to go into that time again because the world was really down, but it really woke up a lot of people. a lot of businesses, it changed the whole platform of things and made people believe more in themselves. That song was out. If I Love Myself was out then, it would have even probably been bigger. That's when it was really needed.
Yeah.
But it's, we got it today, man, and I just hope it blows up like it needs to blow up, man, like the rest of
I
the
think
music.
it absolutely will, man. Like everything that I see you doing, like is blowing through the roof.
Thank you,
You
man.
mentioned Keep Sweat, and y'all have built like an amazing relationship. You know,
Yeah.
obviously with you guys collaborating first back in 2018ish, but then you know have collaborated more. Like, kind of speak to the relationship that you guys have built. You know, the working relationship that you guys have built together.
Yeah, man. When it's crazy. I mean, even in my early years, I got pictures probably when I was 15 years old, 16 years old, opening up for Keith Sweat with my brothers, the group Legit. And but fast forward many years passed by. I mean, we didn't really know each other. I mean, 2018, 2017, 2018. I was able to meet him through a friend of ours. My man Red, Game Star Records, and he introduced him. We both dope. He said, "Man, I see your style. You got that style that I think Sweat would love. You just like to create." Once he got us together, man, it's been family. Yeah, it's not magic. It's been family. We work well together. He influenced me a lot on his styles. Over the years, and everything that he done. So I knew I had the right thing to give him: the
Yeah,
music, the production. I knew I could speak his language, and it worked. And he's a cool, crazy, funny dude.
I think
But
the key word is work because
he's a
like
workaholic,
that
man.
guy
I don't
that
know. I
guy
don't know if you.
works,
I don't know if
man.
you ever seen Fat Joe and them tell about. He a workaholic on his body and in the studio. He don't. He records music like he never had a hit before, and it kind of plays. It let me know that it always lets me know I could be working harder, much harder than I do today. I'm serious. He has a love for it. He sets the tone. Anybody that been around him from Tank to Teddy, everybody will let you know this dude does not stop. He walks damn near 20 miles a day on a treadmill. He eats. He wakes up 6 o'clock in the morning, singing high notes in your damn ear. The studio loud. You trying to sleep. I mean, it's crazy. He outworks everybody. But we started working together, man. I had some soulful melodies that he loved, and it's been a partnership ever since. And
Yeah,
he treated me fair. We wrote some things together, 50-50, and that's how we put it out. And I was able to produce about 9 songs, 10 songs on this playing for Keith's albums,
uh-huh.
and that said a lot. Teddy did some production on there. A few other people, my guy Jay Hot, uh, and I was able to get a lot of songs that Keith liked that needed at the time that he wanted that he chose, and that told me a lot that I'm doing the right thing. You know what I'm saying? And it's just been it's been great ever since. We clown. They call me sometimes. They call me Lil Sweat. Teddy will be
Ain't nothing
like
wrong with it, man. Like
Teddy
I
be
was
Teddy be clowning. Used to be like Sweat Junior, calling me Sweat Junior and all that, whatever. You know, it's a compliment to me because anytime I could be,
absolutely.
compared to somebody like that or being, hey, I'm doing something right. So it's cool, man. We got, like I said, a friendship to where he might call me today, acting crazy and silly, talking in Chinese or whatever, because he's doing a lot right now. Or he's talking African right now. He's on the verge of doing an Afrobeat album. He just completed. He got some singles that's cold right now with some African artists, some Afrobeat artists. Man, I mean, so he's reinventing himself. So I'm seeing something new from him. So that's big bro for real. Big
Yeah,
bro for real.
absolutely. I think that's the beauty of his career, of his lasting career, is that he's been able to reinvent himself. And like at 9 and 10, I had no business listening to Keith Sweat, but
Yeah.
my parents were like huge on music. So like my mother had all the 8 tracks and stuff everywhere when I was little, and then if I was in the
Yes.
car with my father, he was playing Keith Sweat, or he was playing Orange Juice Jones, or he was listening to a lot of like the old school stuff. So like
Yeah,
I know all of that stuff because that's all I was listening to growing up. And Keith Sweat was like the number one thing that he played. So I mean I knew
yeah.
all the Keith Sweat's music, but
So
I
he
think
studied relationships. He studied relationships, so he
absolutely
knew how to.
many of them.
Yeah, so he knew how to, to talk to generations. And I'm saying that because he did a thing with his music to where, I mean, he talked real. We was coming from the Babyface era where everything, the sun, the moon, and stars. It's kind of like was poetry, kind of writing. And Sweat came with that reality. You know what I'm saying? Kind of the same thing what R. Kelly did even after Sweat. But Sweat came with that reality, but he did it to where he could catch the young people too by being one of the first to put that 808 in there. So
uh,
he it's kind of like a mad scientist putting things together. Like, so he was in the streets of New York. He just kind of understood. So that's why a lot of street cats right now relate more to Sweat than anything. You know what I'm saying? Because he was playing that, he had that bass, so it grabbed my attention. So I'm just glad I was able to do 3 hot songs with him on my projects, man. We just released one. I'm sorry, so sorry, that came out on this compilation that I'm obviously put on my new album too, and we did it one earlier this year called Forever. That's crazy, crazy wedding song. So I'm blessed that he blessed me a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
absolutely, absolutely. So what is the next move for you now? Obviously the I Love Myself is out there, and we're looking for that to reach new grounds. But what is your next move now?
So I Love Myself was kind of like the opening of now I see my album closing. Uh, Kind of get that noise on that. And if you ever been to Roy Ship Anthony performance, just check me out. I'm a fashion guy. I'm a fedora wearing type of guy. You know what I'm saying? I like the brims. I got my own fedora line, my own.
Oh, that's
I
what's
like to
up.
do.
I love fedoras. I got a ton of them. At
Yeah,
one point, I spent maybe about a year working for Apple, and I was like in the Apple store fixing the iPhones and whatnot.
right.
And every day I went to work, I had on a fedora, and everybody's like,
They
"Why
love
the
it,
fuck
huh?
are you wearing these?"
Yeah, yeah. So man, so the fedora, the fedora thing goes with my whole brand, man. I'm pushing what you call it's called the Lux Life. The Lux Life is it's a movement, man. It's a movement. It's a movement for the fedora wearing, cigar smoking, smooth brother, retired, beautiful sister, living their best life. Ain't worried about no problems. Love to feel good music. They got their money together. They got their future together. They got their present together. You know what I'm saying? They just smooth, and that's the Lux Life, man. That I'm gonna be pushing because now I got the song that I have coming next, which I know everybody's gonna love. I didn't want to throw it out there, but I'm gonna be putting it out there real soon because people trying to beat me to the punch. It's
Right,
called
right.
Smoke. It's called Smoke in the Air, and that's just gonna complement everything I got going on. The fedora line, I got a cigar line that's about to drop. And with the album, it's gonna push that whole movement, man. And I think people are just gonna love it. There's something I can live with for the rest of my life. I mean, I like to make music. I don't like to do gimmicks. I like to do real life things. That's how I live. That's how I roll. So I'm pushing that life because it's easy for me to walk in. And when you come to any of my performers or road trip experience, you're gonna get that. You're gonna get uh, a fabulous fedora maker. Like my girl Crown by Clifton, she makes my hats. You're gonna give a shout out to her. You get her making the hats and cooking that up right on the site. You're gonna get, a cigar maker rolling, cigars every now and then. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my girl, the bearded lady. You know, she. That's how you do it, and you're gonna get the great music and the grown folks. So it's a whole vibe of my thing. It's a whole raw chip experience. You know what I'm saying? You can come. You could be in your shorts. You could be in your sandals. You could be whatever. But you might have that fedora on. You're gonna be smoking your cigar. It's gonna be one of them you're gonna have, or all of them.
Right, right.
So that's the whole. I want people to understand that's how I'm moving, and that's the Lux life, man. It's just a laid back life. You know what I'm saying? Having it together. You ain't got everything together, but you're a peaceful person at that
Absolutely,
point in your
absolutely.
life. Yo, peace first. You don't want no problem, no trouble.
Absolutely,
You
absolutely.
want to smoke your cigar and sit back and blow it in the wind. You know what
And
I'm saying?
that's it. That's it.
Leave it to myself while I enjoy this good music. So with that, I'm dropping the album when that releases, man, and I'm looking to drop that. I gotta let the song go around Thanksgiving time, man. It's gonna come soon. So the video is already done. Trust me, I love what I'm doing. So y'all gonna love it too. The visuals are beautiful. I think everybody gonna feel it, and over time, over the next few months, and when I really drop the album I'm probably have to push the release of the real album probably at the beginning of the year because we at the end of the year, you know what that is, the Christmas and all that. So I'm looking for January. I got to be in the midst of all the noise with everybody else.
Absolutely, absolutely.
But I'm confident enough that y'all gonna get this content. Y'all gonna choose this good music. Y'all gonna stream it and y'all gonna jam it. I'm not worried about all the other big releases. I'm just worried about my
It
fans.
ain't even worth worrying about the other releases because I think that everything is it's always for me. It's always a timing thing, and in this day and time, man, like what you have is what's needed. Like what you have is what people are looking for. So the other releases coming out don't matter. Like they don't
Yeah.
matter because the content that you have is like you're giving the people what they're looking for, and that all that always is the key right there is to give
Yeah.
people what they're looking for, and
Yeah.
this is what we need right now, man. It's what we need. So I'm looking forward to it. I definitely want the album. I need to get online and buy one of these fedoras. So where do we go to buy this fedora?
So you can go. So you can get your fedoras online. You can go to my site. My company's called Mohits Entertainment, and that's MOHITZ Mohits Entertainment with an I. So it's mohitsentertainment.com. Go to that. That's my company's. You'll see apparels. So you'll see apparels, and you'll find the fedoras in there. And so you'll see some of the lines that I have. I mean, and if you if you email us directly, to get more info, we'll get you with some of the hat makers. She got other designs that she does. She got all kind of hats. I like to work with different hat makers also too. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
you'll see the different hat
all right.
makers. What he's doing.
Yeah, no, I think that's dope, man. So I love myself is out there streaming now.
Yeah.
Obviously worldwide, people can get that. I see that. I mean, I see that going just as big as everything else that you've done,
Yeah.
man. So.
Video is coming. The video is coming. And I want to say this I'm gonna say it on your podcast first. So the video is coming. I wanted to do the video like I mean you know what I mean I can tell you grown enough to understand what how the Brady Bunch was. So
Yeah,
absolutely.
absolutely.
Brady Bunch came on, you had the boxes and all the stuff.
Yeah, absolutely.
So you had me. So I got me in all these boxes. My thing is that I love myself, coming from different walks of life, different angles, different means. But when I release this Afrobeat version, I'm gonna release this Afrobeat version and put it online. I'm inviting people to be a part of the boxes in the video if you really love yourself. So I want people to be able to take their phone and turn the landscape, make sure it's on 4K, and just shoot yourself kind of singing the song. I love myself, in about 30 seconds. And you'll be able to email it to me. You can email it on my site, or you can email it to mohitsbooking@gmail.com. And we might select you guys to be in the remix video. You know what I'm saying? So I could be like the Brady Bunch tapping on each one of them, and you be in that love myself. You know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to get the diversity, man. So
I'm gonna have to send my own video, man, because I want to get in on
it. Yeah, man, put your fedora on, but I don't care how you do it. Just make sure you fly, you know what I'm saying? And I'm just trying to get people to show, just trying to show different people. And I'm saying, I want people of all walks of life, diversity, man. White, black, Asian, green, brown. I don't care who you are. You know what I'm saying? I got to show that we're a nation of love and not hate. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just trying to stick with this song and this message. God got it on my heart to just keep pushing that message out to people right now because it's what we need. So
it's what we need, man. And we see that we see the place that it's coming from. It's coming from a place of love, and it's something that is like it's not forced. Like we know that this is you, and it's coming from a place of love, man. So it's absolutely welcome. I appreciate you for coming on the platform, man. I love the singing. I mean, I love everything, but I appreciate you coming on the platform. Any type of final words or anything that you want to get out there before I let you go?
Man, just everybody that's on that can hear me, you know, whether you went back and see this, keep supporting me, keep supporting guys like, you know, my guy right here with UGD, man. I mean, this all from love. Like I said, we're doing this independently on our own, with our own strength, taking out our time, and I'm gonna keep making good music for y'all to, you know, make y'all smile, put a smile on y'all face. My man, I know he's gonna keep, you know, interviewing great artists like for good music.
Absolutely, man.
I run for good music. I run for real good music, y'all. Feel good music. If it ain't got none of that, I ain't got nothing to do with it. You know what I'm saying?
Man, listen.
Shout out.
When I say I'm probably over selective about who I bring on the platform, and like I'm trying to build something. I mean, you know, obviously I want to reach out. I wanted to reach our people and reach our communities and that sort of thing, but I want good content and something, you know, that's going to push us to the next level, and something that's authentic. And I want us to be as big as, you know, if you turn on the TV and you're looking at ET tonight and, you know, that type of thing, but it's good content and it's not nothing crazy where we out here looking like an ass and like, I've always wanted something different, which really speaks to why I've been doing my, you know, after, you know, working with Radio One and all that stuff, I've just been doing my own thing, because I don't want to be told what to do and who I have to interview and what I got to ask them and all of that kind of stuff. Like, I want stuff that's going to actually hit the heart and hit the soul and like reach people where they are. And what you're doing right now, man, like I said from the very beginning, like since we first got on, like it's reaching people. Like, it hit me, you know, in a time where it's a lot of shit going on right now.
Yeah, a lot, too much.
It's a lot. I mean, and just personally, like, it's some shit going on that I'm trying to clean up, and in the midst of it, keep like, it's a lot. So like that kind of thing, it hits, and that's the kind of stuff that we need, and that's what I want to push out there. So like, it's epic that you were on the platform today. Like, I'm super grateful to Tangi, because Tangi don't send me nothing but good people. So Tangi will send me a text message at 2:00 in the morning, and I'm like, okay, set it up for tomorrow. Let's do it. Because she don't send me nothing but good people. So like, I love and appreciate Tangi. I've been working with her. Tangi got me through my divorce. Like she got me through my divorce when I'm sitting on the air crying and shit. And she like, okay, we gonna come back to it. But like Tangi is good people.
She's a lifesaver.
Absolutely, she is good people, man. So I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Shout your social media one more time before we go.
Social media, Facebook, Roy Chip Anthony. Just remember, it's Roy with an I. You got a lot of fake. I always got to delete a lot of fake. A lot of fake stuff. But Roy Chip Anthony on Facebook. IG is Roy Chip Official. TikTok, you see Roy Chip Anthony also. So just find me on there, y'all. Make sure on YouTube, Roy Chip Anthony, of course. Go in there, check out my channel. Go through the videos. And all I got to tell you, like James Brown say, do right by yourself. All right?
Right.
Do right by yourself.
Absolutely, man. Listen, man. Thank you again. Shout out to everybody who was in the comments, everybody who was on this video.
Love everybody, y'all.
Lots of likes, lots of hearts. Like, people really appreciated you and what you had to say. This video will live permanently on the website, so anybody can hit UGD Podcasting and Radio .info and they can watch the video. Of course,
support, man. Support. We need your support, man. We need your support.
Absolutely. And make sure you guys go and subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you get the notifications of when we're live and when we post new content. Again, this video, as of right now, is live on the website, UGD Podcasting and Radio.info, and it is there permanently. Actually, this week, we're starting to upload audio from all of the conversations and putting it on Spotify, Apple, and all of that. So the audio will be available as well. So we appreciate you guys for watching and paying attention, and I'm sorry, putting them comments in there. And thank you again, man, for coming on the platform.
Peace, man.
All right, everybody.
My pleasure, man. For real.
Yes, sir.
My pleasure.